willing to use it though, and SK Telecom will come out with a 2-for-1 turret trade there, in addition to getting the first turret bonus.
Makes you wonder if the Baron spawning in 30 seconds and creating something like they did in Game 3, the next level Rift Herald play is something they're considering.
Definitely a possibility, especially since it's so early in the game that previous Baron vision has not been placed on this side of the map. You know, RNG are the ones with supreme vision control in this blue quadrant, and SKT are starting up the Cloud Drake.
Doing the last they can on the bottom of the map before that Baron spawns. And here we go, a knock at the one and Huni. He's still got the flash, but he's silenced. Inside the pit, finally jumps out, and Faker rejoins the play. As the Cloud Drake falls, it's Faker's turn to run away, but he's not taking much meaningful damage. Jumps into a wall and walks away in his magic damage shield, blocking most of it anyway. Stays just fine on this. No Infinity Edge for Uzi means he's not the scary team fighter yet. He's got the gold to go still until he gets to that point. Tied game in gold now because of that bot lane tier 2 falling. Shahu wants to rejoin the mid lane.
Rumble ultimate on cooldown for this wave, so he can't clear this one out, but it's coming up soon. And speaking of AD carries to fear, Bang goes very deep.
The power spike is in. Rage Blade plus Arc Sensor and Lulu giving him the buffs. He can single-handedly push champions away. That is what Juggernaut is about. The name of that famed Kog'Maw Lulu combo. You can be the frontliner, push the team away. They knew Faker could protect him.
Certainly worked out in that particular area, so you wonder again why the Rift Herald wasn't used to cement SKT needing to be in full defensive formation around the inner bot lane turret. We will find out in the next minute or so as the duration starts to tick down. MLXG was able, and RNG together were able to monopolize vision around the blue side. The Baron threat is there, but they have to actually find a way to get the lanes back in position to actually make that a possibility.
Kobe, how much did it hurt you to see MLXG fully leash the red buff down to 1 HP and then be like, my AD carry's not coming, and have to walk away and give it out?
Time wasted for a jungler is definitely one of the most painful things to observe, but it's definitely worth it for RNG. Uzi does have his Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
You know, the basic crit multipliers are there for him, and a red buff to boot. There's so much riding on this. Will the Jarvan and Rumble dive be enough to kind of mitigate the Kog'Maw damage by means of making him move during the W?
I think getting a summoner out of Bang would start to answer that question.
All right, good buffs out of Lulu, keeping him safe. I like how Wolf is out of range and out of sight for a lot of that. Nice attempt, though.
Yeah, summoners down on Bang, and I think Team 5 victory you ink in for the side of RNG with Infinity Edge and Hurricane already complete, but pressuring out those summoners is difficult to do. RNG's playstyle, especially with Twitch, has been pushing out a minion wave with Uzi and then having him back away and threaten that he's roaming around the map. They're not usually consistently trying to take down the early turrets. That means that the game can extend through this sort of move.
Itemization always is so important as well with compositions like SKT are running. If so much faith has been put in Bang, every purchase is incredibly important. And we mentioned the double AP solo laners and the power that they can bring to these mid-game fights. So Bang has actually gone for that second item Wit's End, which to me always shouts the defensive proponent part of that item, right? The defensive purposes there are for stacking up that magic resist so that he doesn't have to worry as much about the Rumble ultimate damage, about that Rise damage. However, it means that, you know, it is going to be up to him to walk away from the Uzi engages that we just saw before.
It does delay the Hurricane, which is usually that big 2-item spike, and maybe important is
they're going to find out who needs red buff. Slow's going to make it nice. His flash already down from before his hop, you imagine, was, but okay, at least it's still Summoner's Burn. Nice play by RNG.
But given that the Hurricane's mostly about taking down tanks, not as high value, he'll get it eventually, but I think going for the extra magic resistance strength is probably smartest. Here we go.
Flash 4, they catch them both in. Flash for 2, that's a good trade, and RNG get mid lane.
A great trade right there as MLXG goes in with the Flash ultimate, and now everybody's very well aware this Kog'Maw and Lulu combo will be sitting ducks.
And guess what RNG take from that? We have about 4 minutes to actually start Baron, turn, and Equalizer and the Jarvan Cataclysm will do the rest of the work. This is definitely the alarm sounding for SKT. No summoners on Bang. They need to find a way to keep wrestling for Baron control, because that's what RNG want right now.
I do want to correct myself, it was also a Ming Flash. They tried to go for Cataclysm Silence to prevent the way out entirely. We saw that sort of similarly out of Cloud. Now with a Singe pick, the grounding can be similar, but the Soraka Silence, of course, also turns off flashes. Either way, it was still 2 for 3 summoners as Wolf burned his heal for movement speed. But as you're mentioning, again, no way out of Cataclysm now for Bang. Once that ability comes back from cooldown, MLXG can guarantee the trap on the SKT AD carry.
The groundwork has been laid for this next team fight. This could be so critical as we see all of these control wards from RNG kind of up and down the river. But SK Telecom have been playing very defensively, not really presenting that opportunity. They know that Uzi's lurking around here as the camouflage twitch, just waiting to open up.
Pushing out one minion away, backing away. Teleport very
they're going
aggressively.
Now jumping in, looking for the slow TP coming around the wings as well. This could be the fight. And let's be back on the other side. He's going to find a face and a faker. Head points getting dropped lower and lower, time back in, but Bang's W on cooldown means he can't get the auto attacks. Peanut now rejoining. Could go for the cask, is going to knock him right back in. MLXG gets over the wall, though, and Wish keeps him safe, and he is going to get away. Bang goes for the snipe, not going to land it. A juke out of Jarvan.
Wish is such a huge cooldown for this team, though, that SK Telecom are starting up the Baron.
Deathly injured Jarvan makes it hard to steal away. Uzi does have the ulti though. In comes the team in the flash to get away. They're so afraid of what Hootie can do